Welcome to Storied Audio. Justin's mornings never changed. At 26 years old, he lived by routine. He woke up at 5:45 every morning, got ready for work and left his apartment before sunrise. There was only one part of his day that he genuinely looked forward to. The coffee shop. The small cafe sat on a quiet corner downtown. The coffee was good but nothing extraordinary. The pastries were decent. Most people probably wouldn't have gone out of their way to stop there. Justin did. Because Melissa worked there. She wasn't just beautiful. She was kind. Easy to talk to. The sort of person who could brighten someone's day without even trying. Melissa was 36, 10 years older than Justin. He knew that. He also knew he didn't care. Over the next several months, their conversations became a regular part of his life. She knew his order before he reached the counter. Large coffee. 1 cream. No sugar. Sometimes they talked about movies. Other times they discussed books, travel dreams, annoying customers, or whatever happened to be on their minds that day. Melissa always seemed happy to see him. Justin certainly looked forward to seeing her. What started as casual conversations slowly became friendship. If Melissa mentioned she loved a particular pastry, Justin might bring one from the bakery. If she talked about a movie she wanted to see, he'd ask her opinion after she watched it. She remembered things about him too, asking how his projects at work were going or whether he'd visited his family recently. Every day their friendship grew stronger. And every day Justin's feelings grew deeper. Eventually he couldn't deny it anymore. He was falling for her. One Tuesday morning Melissa surprised him. "Justin, can I ask you something?" "Sure." She looked slightly nervous. "Are you single?" His heart nearly stopped. Maybe she liked him too. Maybe she was finally going to ask him out. Trying not to look too excited, he nodded. "Yeah. I'm single." Melissa smiled. "Oh, good." His pulse raced. Then she continued. "There's this really sweet girl who comes in here sometimes. She's around your age and I think you'd really hit it off." The excitement disappeared instantly. Justin felt like someone had dumped a bucket of cold water over him. "Oh." Melissa kept talking. "She's smart, funny, really nice." "I'm not interested." She blinked. "What?" "I'm not interested in another girl." Confusion crossed her face. "Why not?" Justin took a deep breath. "Because I like you." The words finally came out. "Because I wanted to ask you out." Melissa's smile faded. For several seconds neither of them spoke. Finally she sighed. "Justin. It's okay." "No, it's not." She looked uncomfortable. "You're sweet. Really sweet." Justin already knew where this was going. "But..." Melissa gave him a sad smile. "You're younger than me. 10 years. That's a lot." "It doesn't feel like a lot." "It does to me." Justin forced himself to smile. "Okay." He wasn't going to argue. She had made her decision. Melissa seemed relieved that he accepted it so easily. "I hope we can still be friends." "Of course." He grabbed his coffee and left. A week passed. Then another. Melissa found herself looking toward the door every morning. No Justin. She told herself not to think about it. Still she missed him. The cafe felt strangely empty without him. One afternoon she finally asked another regular customer if he knew Justin. "Sure," the man said. "Everything okay with him?" "Oh yeah." Relieved, Melissa smiled. "Did he switch jobs or something?" The man looked confused. "No." "Then why hasn't he been around?" The customer laughed. "You don't know." "Know what?" "He works on the other side of town." Melissa frowned. "What?" "His office is way over on the west side." She stared at him. "You're serious?" "Yeah." "He drove all the way over here every morning." Melissa felt her stomach drop. "Every morning?" "Pretty much." The customer shrugged. Said it was worth the extra drive. The west side of town. That meant Justin had been adding nearly 40 minutes to his commute every single day. For months. Just to stop at her coffee shop. Just to see her. Suddenly, countless memories replayed in her mind. The way he'd always remembered little things she said. The pastries he'd brought her. The way his face brightened whenever she greeted him. The disappointment he had tried so hard to hide after she rejected him. Melissa felt guilt twist in her chest. She had assumed he was simply a younger guy with a crush. She hadn't realized how much she truly meant to him. And the painful truth was that she liked him too. He always had. She had simply convinced herself that the age difference made a relationship impossible. Now she couldn't stop wondering if she'd made a terrible mistake. For days she thought about him. Finally, she found his phone number. The sound of his voice immediately made her nervous. Justin. Melissa. Hi. Hi. The awkward silence felt endless. Finally, Melissa spoke. I owe you an apology. You don't owe me anything. Yes, I do. She took a deep breath. I found out you were driving across town every morning. Justin laughed softly. Oh. Why didn't you tell me? I didn't think it mattered. The sincerity in his answer made her chest ache. Of course he hadn't told her. He wasn't trying to impress her. He genuinely cared about her. Melissa swallowed hard. I was wrong. What do you mean? I convinced myself the age difference was too important. Silence. Then she continued. The truth is I liked you too. I was just scared. For a moment neither of them spoke. Then she asked the question she'd been afraid to ask. Do you still want to go out with me? His answer came instantly. Yes. Melissa laughed, feeling tears fill her eyes. Good. Really? Really? She smiled. How about dinner Friday night? I'd love that. Their first date lasted 5 hours. Dinner turned into dessert. Dessert turned into a long walk. The walk turned into sitting together talking until midnight. And that was only the beginning. Months later, Melissa often thought about how close she had come to losing him. One evening as they sat together watching the sunset, she rested her head against his shoulder. You know what scares me? She asked. What? How close I came to saying no forever. Justin squeezed her hand. But you didn't. Melissa smiled. No. I didn't. And every day afterward she remained grateful that she had found the courage to give love a chance before it was too late.